here we go. So for anybody who's new, doesn't really know anything about this, or has a limited scope of what's going on here, visit our YouTube page. It has all of our videos. That's really bright. We're just a community of people that are interested in information technology. And we like standing up, presenting, saying hi, working on some social skills while we're at it. And then, trying to get some other things going in the community. So we have a bunch of people from local businesses that are actually interested, coming, saying hi. Let's get a few more people in here so that they feel more encouraged to come say hi. And then, all right. So just a quick update, Wasilla, Palmer area. About 10 people are actively interested, I could say. It's very easy to be interested. Let's put it to the test. If anybody has a good venue idea, anyone has some property out there, anyone knows somebody who would be interested in hosting a party, something like this, just let me know. We had a meeting on Docket yesterday, which was a short group of people. Small group of people, one short person. It was very productive. We actually ended up having a lot of fun and talking about what we were going to do with this project, which is basically a generic or general information system for dealing with groups of people. It's not necessarily a competitor with Meetup or Facebook or Google Plus or anything else like that, but it is an aggregator for all of the above. What we're hoping to do is have interactive meeting management, discussion group management, and then challenges. I keep talking about code challenges. I really think that's something that people that want to learn need to come to me and say, hey, challenge me. I'll give you something to do. Also, there's an analytics portion of it, which I think is going to be pretty fun and help us kind of classify and vote and work with how the information is used in order to manage meetings. Because the primary goal of IndieInfoTech is to not just be in Anchorage, it's to be all over Alaska, and then eventually the Pacific Northwest, the whole Pacific, the rest of the U.S., the world, whatever. Part of this, which is really fun, is we got to talk about the voting up and down system. So we're trying to have informative down voting. If anyone has had experience with this in positive, negative way, please let me know. But instead of just saying, hey, I don't like this stuff, why don't you like this stuff? That would be good to know. Also, classifying content, like Dan has a meeting on Haskell, and everyone's like, yay, that's super geeky. And then they start filling out some metrics and say, hey, this is geeky. This is still kind of geeky. It's in between fun and businessy and innovative and whatever. And then we're going to rearrange that diagram one more time and then kind of get a real scope on where that is. And what we end up with is some really fun metrics that we can use that are multifaceted, multi-oriented, that are above and beyond just averaging these points together to get what we need. And this kind of stuff can be extended as a subproduct of Docket. So the side projects that I'm kind of looking at initially is the voting, classifying backend, and the analytics associated with it. External resource gathering, kind of like bringing data in from other APIs. It doesn't necessarily need to be built into Docket. It just needs to be populated into Docket. The notification system, garbage collectors, and all sorts of other stuff that have yet to be mentioned that are probably, I could come up with a whole list. And all of that would eventually, in turn, participate in this project. But if you want to participate, you're a little intimidated, or you don't know, anything about the programming language you're using, I'm trying to make everything modular so that you can write stuff in Erlang if you really wanted to, and get this going. So real quick, just some local upcoming events. Makerspace Anchorage. I'm not even sure if they know that I do this every single meetup, but they're super exciting, and I love making things. So on January 17th, they're having a little get together on the Raspberry Pi. How many of you guys heard of the Raspberry Pi? How many of you guys want a Raspberry Pi? How many of you guys want one but wouldn't know what to do with it anyways? All right. Hopefully that will help clarify it. Also on January 20th, there's a science pub at the Taproot, which is awesome. And they're going to have some 3D printing information as well as possibly a 3D printer. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going. It's going to be fun. Also, we're doing stuff at the library, and I'd like to promote the library as much as possible. Anchorage Reads, have you guys ever participated in that or had kids that participated in that? Right now they're doing a thing on Snow Child. It's a book written by a local lady who's really sweet and cute and fun. On January 18th, you get to meet her. On the 2nd, there's a workshop building a Snow Child. I believe that's more kid-oriented. There's a writing workshop coming up after that, and then there's a huge dancing finale thing at Lusac, or Wendy something. Yes, Wendy Williamson. Is it? Okay. And that actually looks to be pretty fun. They're going to have some Russian dancers coming in doing all sorts of fun stuff. And, of course, I have to mention this. If anyone actually wants a side project, doesn't want to work on Docket, anything else like that, just wants to have some fun, I have so many GitHub repositories, it's stupid. InFolder is something that I've been kind of tinkering with. I'd love to have some support working on this. Basically, take a whole bunch of information, bring it into one place, make it something that you can kind of flex around with a little bit, make it fun. I'd like it to kind of help aggregate notifications, as well as interface with chat networks, log files, progress bars, everything. As well as control feedback. I'd love to be able to just use it to say, hey, Mixer, this computer over here, let's go ahead and take down the volume because it's really loud. And then, of course, keep you informed on just running stuff. You know, it's just kind of a general purpose folding information gateway with a server that you run on your own. And then I can't even pronounce the next one, but it's a concept that came up about 4 years ago when I was trying to help somebody learn how spatial geographic information systems work using Postgres and PostGIS. It was basically how to build a raycaster and use a database as the entire backend for the entire process for a multiplayer game. So if that interests anybody, let me know. I'd love to resurrect that one and make it actually do something. So thank you again. And just remember, tip the waitress very nicely. She's very fun. She comes in here just to deal with us most of the time. Sometimes she doesn't deal with people out there. So yeah, thank you. And we're going to have about a 15-minute break before Becky comes up to talk about, what are you talking about? Open data, specifically with a project she was working on that we're all very excited about. And then I'm going to follow up after that with another talk on open data. So it'll be fun and open and stuff. All right, thank you guys.